Welcome, folks, one and all, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Throne of Baal. The original Throne of Baal was released in 2001 for the PC, developed by BioWare, and published by Black Owl Studios and Interplay Entertainment, while the Enhanced Edition version was developed by Overhaul Games and published by Atari for the PC. The Throne of Baal is an expansion to the Shadows of Arm, and the final part of the Baalspawn saga, tying everything up neatly in a bow of death, destruction and doom. For the introduction paints a very bleak picture as to what's going on in the Forgotten Realms. One way or another, the prophecy will come to fruition, and as we're a Baalspawn, this means we are tied up in it. This game is a really dramatic conclusion to a long-spanning adventure, and that makes sense because all campaigns in D&D need dramatic conclusions, and it carries on very neatly from the ending of the previous game, where we defeated John Irenicus, who was trying to drain the Tree of Life and had our soul in an effort to become a god. We won, but there is no true rest for a child of Baal. This game increased the level cap from 17 to 30 and gave you access to all kinds of epic abilities that we've already been using in the Shadows of Arm, because the Enhanced Edition has the same cap as Throne of Baal did, and also gave us access to Watcher's Keep, an end-game, and I mean end-game dungeon, that we've completely cleared, so we have some pretty good equipment going in to Throne of Baal, and we are quite a bit higher level than the game expects us to be. Does that mean that we're going to have an easy time? Probably not, because the enemies, much later on in this, haul no punches, and even at the beginning, are pretty mighty. I'll run a little refresher as to our party when we get in, but for now, let's select single player, let's load the game, and we have Chapter 8 Start here that I am going to load up and see what happens. Or we could just load up LP0. You know what? Let's load up LP0. It has the earliest time, so let's do it. The spirits of the forest await. Check through your possessions and spells. Once you are prepared for whatever may come, click on one of the stone heads to speak to the gods. Now, we have been told it seems you are spending more and more time away from cities, Hexad. Don't you get hungry? It can be difficult. I would imagine, with all these lovely throats on display, you must be starving. It's nothing I can't handle. Unless you're offering. Another time, perhaps. I rather enjoy the attention. Watch yourself, Drow. A vampire's attention can be a dangerous thing. And with that, we are right back into our efforts as a party. Also, we are going to check one thing, because we have the ability to talk whenever. I want to see if this is carried on. Edwin? No, I think Edwin no longer is going to talk about the garden, which is a shame, but to be fair, we're in a new game entirely, in a way. Let's have a quick refresher as to our party. We are Terri Coleman. We are if we go to here, level 26 fighter. Considering that the game expects you to be level 17 or so when we go into this, we are pretty powerful. We also have 22 strength and 22 constitution and 19 dexterity naturally, which means that we're actually regenerating health beyond magic items. We have a base THAC0 of 0, an actual THAC0 of -13, and a lot of lore and attacks per round. Then we have Corgan, who is a level 26 berserker, and thanks to one of the weapons he's using, he has 25 strength. He has a THAC0 of -15, 3 attacks per round, a lore of 16, and I believe our reputation has actually gone down to 12, which is really good, because that was one of the things I was a little bit concerned about, because we ended the last game with quite a high reputation. Didn't want that to get too high. Then we have Dawn Ilkhan, a fallen blackguard. Level 23, gets levels more slowly because he takes the paladin advancement, and he doesn't have all of his awesome abilities, which does make him weaker than a fighter of his relative level. But he is also the love of Terri Coleman, and the pair are inseparable. Also, he has 20 strength right now, which is pretty good, and 17 charisma, which is also impressive. Then we have Edwin, a level 22 conjurer and a power to behold. One of the most, if not the most powerful wizard in the game. I say one of the most because you can be a wizard, and therefore more powerful than him. He has a huge amount of might at his disposal, and powerful magical artifacts. Then we have Kikoskia, a level 28 cleric, with 20 strength and 17 charisma right now, and a Thaco of 6 base and -2 actual. Not a frontline combatant, with only 91 health. That is not a lot of wiggle room when it comes to damage, but she can hold her own. And finally, Hexat, who currently has reduced stats because it is daytime, even though it doesn't look like it's daytime out there, and would burn if she wasn't wearing that Cloak of Dragomir. A level 30 thief, she has absurd amounts of open lock, find traps, pickpockets, move silently, hide in shadows, and everything else, and a backstab modifier of _5. As for our equipment, we currently have an AC of -8, and quite importantly, we have, if we put these away, we have a new magic item, the Amulet of Seldarine, a reward from the Elven Queen Elasim, the one who told us to go to this ancient grove and consult the stones, for saving the Tree of Life. This amulet protects the wearer against all forms of enchantments and spells. Saving throws +1, magic resistance +10%. That is just better than the amulet of 5% spell resistance. So we're just going to switch this out. And we're also going to hand this over to you, because while being immune to poison and being able to cure poison once per day is pretty good, 5% magic resistance is a fair bit better. Also, you can only stack those up to 24. Fair enough. Right, you're currently armed with the Soul Reaver, which is a pretty good weapon, but we're going to want to get better weapons as time goes on. You're probably not going to find a better weapon for a while, though the Axe of the Unyielding may be improved pretty soon. You're currently using the Silver Sword, which I think can be improved upon. And you also have a Wave +4. You have the Staff of the Magi, which pretty much remains an awesome weapon all the time. You have the Flail of Ages +3, which also remains a very good weapon. You also have the Rod of Smiting. That may come in handy against golems, and you have Celestial Fury +3 and the Shortbow of Gessen.
Yes.
There's not much we can do right now apart from rest and prepare for things. Let us go and talk to this Stonehead. Hopefully it's got no ancient prophecy that we're a part of that is going to tie us into lots and lots of terrible things. Oh, who are we kidding? We know that's going to happen. Big Orion's Ward, after all.
Prophecy ere turn. Orion's Ward hath come. Crossroad of past, present, and future. The one foreseen, the one foretold.
Yep, part of some ancient prophecy. That's not good.
That which hath passed is ne'er truly gone. History repeats, though mortals choose not to see. War and bloodshed be not new to the realms. A god that once hath been, may be once again.
Implying that Baal may return, which is kind of bad.
Armies march and cities burn, the rivers froth with tainted blood. The corpses of those born not innocent feed the inferno of boiling hate.
Stating that Baal's spawn are being killed.
False servant deceived. 5 led down a false path. A hidden traitor lurks in thy midst. The servant of Baal knows death and destruction. The face of an ally, the mask of a foe.
So of the 5 people that are leading this army killing Baalspawn, One of them plans to betray them all. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if they were all planning to betray each other, but one of them may actually have a plan.
The children of Baal bring death to the land. They slaughter each other and feed their father. Death and betrayal walk together. A river of tainted blood doth not cleanse.
Remember Sarevok ages ago had planned to kill all the Baalspawn and become the new Lord of Murder? Well, that's what this is hinting at.
The storm approaches. We speak no more.
Oh boy! We appear here. Someone approaches, and judging from what the spirits have said, it is likely there is hostile intent. You must prepare for battle. Well, let us prepare for battle then. Let us cast haste here, because haste is very useful. There we are. And you need to re-equip this as quickly as you can so that you are invisible once more.
What should I fetch
And
now?
we probably want to move our fighters forward here, so that they are best prepared to handle this situation.
Yes.
We could also have you prepare simulacrum or something else, but I think right now a stone skin will probably be sufficient. Oh, it's been a long time since I played this, and actually you don't have your stone skin right now because I think you have not rested. We'll have to deal with that later. Right now, though, we should be alright. We have various abilities. This should be pretty good. Yep, power attack, critical strike.
I'm waiting.
Just need to wait.
I am ready. If that is what you want. Yes.
See if they turn up. They're taking a while. Ah, here we go. Hi.
So, I have found you at last. It was an effort to track you down in these woods. Too many old wards for my liking. But here you are.
I suppose you are some bounty hunter after Baalspawn.
All that you need to know is that I've been given the pleasure of ending your life. I may yet mount your head on the wall with all the other Baalspawn I've killed. I haven't decided.
What a charming person. You can try if you like. I am no ordinary Baalspawn. I know. Neither am I.
Not all of us have been wandering Faerun like witless cattle, like you and pathetic Imoen and so many others of Baal's blood. Some of us have far greater aspirations.
Did you not get the memo that I not only saved Baldur's Gate, but also prevented the Tree of Life from being drained? I don't think you did.
The time of Alondo's prophecy has come. These rhyming ghosts here should have told you that much. Great things are afoot, and your contribution will be your death.
Or so you think.
It has already been decided. I am Suldanessellar the Quick, child of Baal, and I have been chosen to perform this deed. You cannot resist us.
So others have said. They're dead now.
We shall see.
Okay, so you're aggressive. Oh, there's also you. Black Reaver. Black Reaver. Black Reaver. And Black Reaver. Right.
The axe be bloody ready.
Let's just get you, shall we? We're going to, we can't use Simulacrum right now. Or maybe we can. Either way, you're going to charge forward and attack here. You're going to charge forward and attack here.
What would you have?
You are going to shoot this one here.
Yes, Abil.
You are going to shoot this one here.
What is
And you, what should we have you do? I mean, we could use Dragon's Breath. We could use Wail of the Banshee. We could use Improved Alacrity. We could use, Horrid Wilting. I think a Dragon's Breath around about here might be nice. Let's see how we do. So you're doing that.
your orders already?
I want you to, oh, that was a little bit of damage, but not a huge amount. Let's have you, just attack here. Oh, we have, another Black Reaver here.
Go bother.
I think you should, do this so you're invisible again.
Have you nothing else to
So
do but
you've
bother
taken a
me?
bit of damage, you've taken a fair bit of damage, you're taking a little bit of damage, you're taking a lot of damage. Let's have you hit here a little bit. You're nearly dead, actually. Yep, you're gone. So that's one taken care of. And you're taken care of? Let's get out of here! Yeah, that seems like a good idea. That seems like a very good idea. Who has inventory space to loot? You have inventory space to loot. We'll loot this, let's see, we'll loot this there, that there. We'll loot all of this. Why not? You're gonna try and flee. And I imagine you're going to succeed. They're certainly running a long way. Let's have you try and intercept, shall we? Ah, I think they're despawning. Oh, they're despawning. Darn it. And so, we are victorious. But suddenly, we're here.
I greet you, Godchild. You who are of divine blood. I have awaited you.
Hello, Solar! If there's one thing you need to know about Solars, they are very powerful, and you don't want to get on the wrong side of them. Even though we're level 26, Solars are formidable. And just who are you?
I have existed since the first strand of fate was woven, a servant of the paths and the gods. I have watched your own path most carefully. Our own servant, who was the mortal Alondo, spake the truth that became prophecy. It tells of your coming and of all the others who are the progeny of Baal.
This much we know.
The spark of the divine rests within all of Baal's children, and the time for their joining is nigh. I am here to aid you, Godchild.
Let's get some information. What do you know of the prophecy exactly?
The progeny of Baal are many, and now they are quickly being extinguished, their spark returning to its source. An event unfolds of divine significance, Godchild. You are central to this event. Many are the strings of fate that start or pass through you. The end, I cannot see. I must shepherd you through this time as best I can.
I'm going to ask a pretty silly question here. Where are we? What is this place?
This is the lair of the Abyss, once ruled by your sire, Baal. You have been here before, although it was altered then by your own consciousness.
Ah, we were here at the very end of Shadows of Arm. You mentioned helping me. How?
I cannot interfere. I can only prepare you, Godchild. Aid in your education. You who are most unready to assume your destiny.
What do you mean by that?
I mean only that you are unready for the possibilities that await you. Your mortal mind does not readily comprehend the power in your blood.
And there's probably a lot more power than we originally realized.
When you were last in your sire's realm, Godchild, it was altered by your own consciousness, without you even forming the intent to do so. You are not ready for the power.
No, we are not.
You must be ready. It is your presence which determines the outcome of the prophecy, although even I cannot see it yet. When the time comes, you will be ready. I will make certain.
That almost sounds like a threat. But again, don't attack a Solar. It's just not a good plan, especially considering we're an evil-aligned party. What do you know about my power?
Power comes with knowledge, Godchild. It shall come to you in time, as your destiny unfolds.
Fair enough.
I shall see you soon. Until then, hold your heart close, and know that you are not alone.
That's somewhat encouraging, though you did say you weren't going to directly intervene.
So, you have finally arrived. I have been waiting for you.
And suddenly, here is Sarevok. Again. Like a lingering shadow we just can't get rid of, he's popped up. Oh, it is you again. Well, I suppose it holds true that a good villain never knows how to die properly the first couple of times, yes? My thoughts exactly, Edwin.
Silence. I have waited for Terri Coleman, and my words are for her only.
Sarevok, didn't I kill you the last time in hell?
You did indeed, though that was no fault of mine. It was you that summoned me then, even if the words were my own. I have done nothing but attempt to reform myself since. As you will recall, it is your will that shapes our father's realm, whether you are aware of what you do or not. I myself am nothing now but a shadow you see before you.
Are you saying that I'm in hell once again?
You do not know where you are, do you? You did not come here on purpose. What bitter irony this is! You who stumble about nearly blind to your true power continue to survive, while I, Sarevok, am reduced to this. Bah! Very well, Terri Coleman. I shall tell you where you are. You are within our father's abyssal realm, sister. That plane once ruled by Baal and now shaped by the taint present in your soul, but no longer present in mine. You have been here before. This is a cocoon of sorts, a miniature version of our father's larger realm, sort of a plane within a plane. I assumed your mind formed it to protect you from the power of this place. Rather ingenious, dear sister. I wouldn't have thought you'd had it in you.
Layman's terms, this is a pocket plane, and it's ours.
Regardless, I spotted it forming and guessed at its purpose, so I came here and waited, knowing that eventually you would come, and that then we can discuss my deal.
Ha! I can imagine the kind of deal yon laddie has in store for you, Terri Coleman. I've made a deal or two with that sort myself.
What do you think I would want, dear sister? I wish to exist. I wish to be alive again. You can do that. The smallest fraction of your soul, dear sister, given freely, with the taint of our dead father within it. That would recreate my flesh, restore my mortality. Sarevok would live again!
I killed you once before. What makes you think I would want to return you to life?
I do not come to the table empty-handed, Terri Coleman. You think me a fool? You are stronger than me, I do not contest that. But I can help you, and that has a price.
And just how is it that you can help me?
There is the knowledge of how to leave this plane of yours, Terri Coleman. That is one thing I can give you, although I did not know that when I came here. No, what I offer you is knowledge that is much more relevant. Something that dates back to my mortal days when I was gaining power within the Iron Throne. Something that you will find most intriguing. I know where your destiny lies, Terri Coleman. I know where you must go to find it. Search about on your own, and it will soon be too late. The time of the old prophecies is upon us, or upon you at least. What say you?
Oh, there's a lot to talk about here. Just how did you come by this supposed knowledge?
I gathered much of the old lore when I was alive, my sister. As you will recall, it was my goal to assume the mantle of our father. I am dead, perhaps, but the lore still holds true. For you.
Knowledge? That's all you're offering for a piece of my soul?
Bah! Knowledge is more important than anything, fool! And what I ask is but a spark of the divine taint within you. I will be no Baalspawn, my own taint long gone, but I will be alive again.
Is there no other way of restoring you?
There is no other way, Terri Coleman, unless you have another Baalspawn about that I am unaware of. It is your spark or nothing. Choose.
That bit is important, because if you have Emowyn with you, you can use Emowyn's soul, because as the person who was hunting us said, Emowyn is a Baalspawn, and we discovered that in Shadows of Arm too. But we don't have her. She's good aligned. We're evil. And we've not decided yet. I've not decided yet.
As you wish, by all means, stroll about and examine what you will of your domain. Time passes, and events move with them. I am sure it will not take long, even for you, to realize the truth.
Taspinar is good servant. Oh, yes!
Oh, we're going to be talking to you soon, Sespinar. And so, when we come back, folks, we are here in
Yes.
a pocket plane
Say so.
of our own creation. Our home between realities. And what Sarevok is offering is non-negotiable. We have to do this to progress with the game. But before we do that, we're going to talk to you. And we're also going to rest, because we're going to need our spells for what is to come. And there's a lot to come. Oh, trust me. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. The adventure continues. Are we ready? Probably not. But let's go find that adventure anyway.